This could truly be game-changing for the sewing community. Welcome to the Sewing Report. I'm Jen. This channel is all about making sewing fun and approachable, and I've got to share this with you because this is not clickbait. I really think this is an exciting addition for sewists everywhere, and I want to talk all about it because I just discovered it this week, and I think it is super cool and has a ton of potential for folks like us who do sewing and want to keep track of our projects and have sort of a platform to sort of encompass everything. All right, so what am I talking about? All right, I am talking about this app called Backstitch. And I heard about it this week and I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. And then I did a little bit more research about it and I found the Instagram page and then I looked up this app. So here's what it is. So it's called Backstitch and it's technically an app, but it's web-based for now. So they are not yet in the Android or in the Apple Store, although I'm gonna assume they're trying to work towards that. And I saw this and I was like, this is kind of everything that a lot of us have been looking for. And quick disclaimer, this is not sponsored at all, and I have no connection to the founders of this platform or have anything to do with them. I just thought this was really exciting and I wanted to shoot this video. It's like 11 o'clock at night. So here we are, and this is Backstitch. And I looked it up and I was like, this is super cool. So this is a better way to organize your sewing, plan your projects, organize your fabric stash, and discover inspiring patterns while connecting with a community that shares your passion for sewing. So here's sort of some information about it. So it says, right now it's a web application, but you can use it on any device with a browser. So, and I looked at it and you can actually do that. So even though it's like a website, it really navigates more like an app. So you should be able to use this on your phone or on a computer like I'm doing. Guys, I'm a dinosaur. I prefer doing things on an actual computer, like a PC. So I'm a little bit old school. So I'm really glad that there is the option for both. And I will link some information down below in the description box. Currently, it's open for beta testing, so you can't just sign up. You have to sign up to be part of the beta, which I did like last night, so it was pretty quick for me. I tried to sign up last night, and I'll put that link down in the description box, and I got notified this morning that I was in, so I got a code I could put in when I signed up, so you do need like a little code in order to be part of the beta, but it was pretty easy to do, so I've already created my login. But what I want to do is kind of explain what Backstitch is, and I just set up my account so we can kind of go through it together, and I'll show you some of the features. There is a free version, which has a lot of the features, and then there is a premium version that you can pay for. Now, normally I'm not into the subscription stuff, but I do think this is a really cool idea, and I can see the value for it. Plus, I totally understand that the people who are developing this tool need some funding in order to keep doing it. So totally get that, but this is kind of a small homegrown thing. So let's take a look at it. So it is a web application for now, and it's at backstitch.app, and you can sign up to get on the beta wait list. We send out new invite codes every few weeks, and I believe this was announced like last year. So some of the users on the platform, it's kind of like a social media platform, but like a lot of other things too. So it says, is Backstitch a Ravelry for sewing? Backstitch is sometimes compared to the knitting platform Ravelry, which we are similar to in some ways. Like Ravelry, we have a pattern database. However, we do not sell patterns. Just as the techniques and materials differ between sewing and knitting, so do the features and focus of our platforms. Is Backstitch free? Backstitch is free to use. We don't have any limits on the number of fabrics or patterns you can add to your stash. Neither do we limit how many sewing projects you can plan and share with the community. We offer a Plus subscription for those who want to support the platform and get access to advanced features and stats. So here is the Plus version. This is called Backstitch Plus, and it's $5 a month, or you can pay annually and it's $48 a year. I actually think that's very reasonable. Again, I never thought I would be promoting anything that has like a subscription to it, but I really do appreciate that the developers have most of the functions on the free version, so you certainly don't have to pay for it, only if you want to get some added features and kind of help support them to be able to make the platform better. So here's what's included in Backstitch Plus, but let me log in real quick and we'll get to that, I'm not going to show you my password and stuff, but all right, I'm going to log in and then I'll go back to this screen here. Okay, so here's what you get on the homepage here, and my username is Sewing Reports. If you'd like to check out what I'm doing, you can. And when I first saw this, I was like, what is this? And then, so what it is, you can do quite a few different things. So you can, and I've seen apps or tools before where someone can kind of catalog their pattern or their fabric stash, but I haven't really seen a platform like this that can do all of these things. So you can sort of catalog your fabric stash. You can also catalog the patterns you have. And a lot of other people are doing that too. So I think this is really cool as sort of a resource to keep track of a lot of patterns. So there's independent patterns on here, and there's also patterns from the Big Four like McCall's and Simplicity. But this is super cool because it's got tons of designers that people have already uploaded. And I see this as being a really good resource to vet and try to do more research on patterns you're interested in, but you want to see what other people are saying about it. So I do see some similarities with Backstitch and platforms like sewingpatternreviews.com, or even like sort of Instagram, although Instagram is different because I think Instagram, it's a little bit harder to look up patterns. You can look up hashtags, but currently the way the algorithm works is that you only see like the top posts and you don't see things in like chronological order. So it's hard to find people who are actually making that pattern as well. But I think this is super cool. So you can go to like any pattern here. Let me just go to, there's the Cozy Cardi by Style Arc here. And you can see reviews. So people can do reviews. You can also add this to your stash, like if you have the pattern or your wish list. It has a link to purchase the pattern. So if you want to check it out, you can. But I want to be clear, this right now, Backstitch does not actually sell anything. I don't know what their business model is going to be like. I don't know if they're going to open up to advertisers or eventually maybe do like have deals with some of these pattern companies to maybe get like a cut of sales they get from like directing traffic to them. I don't know. But this is super cool. So you can add it to your wish list if you are interested in adding this pattern, and getting it. But it also says like, what age it's for, sewing level, what kind of fabric you need. I think this is super cool, and it's got a photo of the pattern, the size range, specifications. I just think this is a really cool tool, and I was following the developers on Instagram, and they're so dedicated to adding features and making Backstitch better. So here is a review so you can do. And one great thing too, I think it can be hard to find like legitimate reviews on a lot of indie patterns in particular. So this could be a really great and transparent place where hopefully people feel comfortable to leave honest reviews. So a lot of really great things. So you can find patterns that you've made and you can write reviews for them. So another feature, not exactly sure. And again, I'm totally new to this, so this is sort of new to me. Okay, patterns. Not sure what this my list. Okay, wish listed patterns. Okay, so here's what oh, this is interesting. Bookmarks to buy. Okay. Oh, so this is okay, this is cool. So you can get like a shop. If you get the plus version, you can get like a shopping list for stuff you need to buy and like a checklist to do. Okay, that's sort of cool. So this looks like a really great way to track your sewing projects. I wonder if they're doing quilting patterns as well. Let me see. If you can do quilting patterns too, I think that would be really cool. Okay, I see other. So maybe you could do like, okay, here we go. Here's quilts. Because I do like a lot of quilting and like other types of patterns like, zipper pouches and stuff. Okay, so yes, you can use this for quilting projects as well. And you can also search by different parameters. So there's a lot of filters here that I think look really great. You can also upload your own measurements. So, that could be helpful because sometimes when we are looking to see who made another pattern, it's helpful to see someone maybe with the same body type as you or the same features. So I can upload my measurements here, so that I'm not going to do that right now, but will definitely be doing that. And here is my profile right now. I don't really have anything here. I uploaded a photo and then you can do like a little bio. So I kind of like that this is sort of like social media, but I like that this is not like a popularity contest. Like you're not, it's not, right now at least, it's not like about who's got followers or like who's liking different people's posts or anything. So I do think that kind of takes some of the toxicity and like negative stuff about other platforms like Instagram out of this, which I think is really good and better for the community. There's also a community tab, so you can look at discussions, what people are talking about. So they have a few different sections like general. So here's like, okay, these are a lot of just random topics people are talking about. Pattern discussions, so lots of threads in here. And by the way, I like the name Backstitch. I think it's memorable, it's short, and I think it makes a lot of sense. Okay, sewing help and advice. This I can see being really great for all of us. So if you are, in the middle of a project and you're looking for help with something, you can post here. So this is kind of like so I see a lot of features from other social media platforms, so it seems like the developers kind of took the best out of it and kind of put it into this platform. So this is more like a Reddit or Facebook groups where people are asking for advice and stuff. So this is super cool. So you can ask for help and get opinions. So I think this is super, super awesome. And then there's another, support and feedback. This is for using the platform itself. And they've been really soliciting feedback from the users during this beta testing, which I think is really a testament to the fact that this is a passion project that the founders really, really want to do right by the sewing community. So, and I want to show you I'll show you guys the about section here. Hold on a second. All right, so these are the founders. So let's go to the about section. So it says, Backstitch is a platform for sewers to organize their sewing, discover new patterns, and share their experiences and process with others. Our mission: we are committed to creating a useful, fun, and inspiring space for the sewing community with Backstitch. So it's shaped by your feedback. We value your ideas and suggestions to make our platform better for everyone. Continuously improving, we are constantly adding new features and improvements to Backstitch. Easy to use, we take pride in crafting a platform that is well designed and a delight to use, and a place for everyone. We want to create a welcoming and inclusive community for sewers of all levels. So these are the people behind Backstitch. They're in Oslo, Norway. So it's Guro Lindelflat. I'm probably pronouncing this horribly, so I apologize for this. Guro Lindelflaten, I think, and Andre Johnson. So they are co-founders. So Guro is the co-founder and designer, and Andre is the co-founder and developer. So these are the two lovely people behind Backstitch, and they have been really hands-on in improving the platform and developing all the features. And I just think it looks super cool, and I can see this being a really great thing for all of us. So I'm really excited about this. I saw it and I was like, this looks cool. And I know other apps and stuff have tried to do like some of these features standalone in the past. Like I remember a few years ago, there was some sort of app or a website for you to be able to catalog your fabric stash, but it didn't have a lot of these other elements. And what I really like about this Backstitch app is that it seems to be very community based. And I think that was what was missing in some of the previous attempts at this type of thing. And the fact that you can connect with people and also kind of like see what the trending patterns are, see what other people are making. You can get help. And I really like the pattern reviews. I think the pattern reviews look really, really helpful to people. And I think especially if you're a new sewist, I think this is something that can be a super helpful resource. And I think if the Backstitch people can get enough of us using this platform, I think it can be even better, because then you'll have like a wealth of knowledge. If this is sort of like a thing everybody uses, I think this could be a really honestly game-changing thing for the sewing world, because again, you got like Instagram, and that's the thing, they all kind of do different things, but Backstitch seems to combine a lot of the best elements from other social media platforms or websites, and has sort of merged it into something better. So I think this looks super cool so far. So let's take a look. All right, so, oh, and the stats are, okay, so you can see like what color. I think this is more for a lot of this is for like the Plus subscription. I actually kind of want to subscribe just to see. I know, I can't believe I'm doing a subscription, but I like that this is sort of like a small operation. This is not owned. Hopefully, hopefully they don't sell this to some sort of mega corporation, because that seems to be the problem with a lot of these things. It starts out great, like Craftsy, Etsy, starts off really great, and then it gets sold to some sort of, mega conglomerate, and then everything gets ruined. So hopefully this stays, privately run. That's my hope. Please, if you're watching Backstitch, make sure to keep it good. But so far, I think this looks really promising. All right, so here's your like account. Okay, setting. Okay. All right. And here's account, and here's account settings, and you can edit your About Me section, your preferences for the platform, like if you want light or dark theme. You can specify the time zone you're in, if you prefer imperial to metric units, preferred currency, and you can choose the privacy level if you want to share your measurements, fabrics, patterns, and projects. And then I put in a little photo here. I'm not exactly sure what this pattern designer is here. Okay, if I self-draft patterns, I'm a little bit confused by that. But again, this is kind of the first time I'm walking through this with you, and I just wanted to do it together. And you can, here's my pattern. So I can actually input new patterns, or I can search. So I'm just gonna look for a pattern I have and see if it's there. Let's see here. So I'll just put in like noodle head. All right, I've got some noodle head patterns. Okay, so here's a bunch of noodle head patterns. Okay, so I've done the poolside tote. So this is one I could add to my stash. Okay, since I do have that and I have made that, and I'll try to leave. Let me try to leave a review here. Okay, let's see here. All right, pattern format I think I have the. I'm trying to remember which. Okay, so you can choose if you've got the paper format. I think I have the paper version. I'm pretty sure I do. Okay, location. Oh, see, this is like where it is in my. Oh, Jesus, I don't know. Like I don't know. Spare bedroom. Okay, so ready to sew. Okay, I guess so. I don't know how much fabric is needed. Yeah, I have no idea. I'll do like 2 yards. I don't know. Let's do 2 yards. Okay, because I think you need at least 2 yards. Okay, I don't know what these tags are. What are the tags? Okay, no tags to manage. Okay, this is a little. Oh wait, what happened there? Okay. No extra information. Oh, I can Okay, so with Backstitch Plus, you can actually store your PDF files here. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. I sort of like this. So it's sort of like a Google Drive or something like that. Okay, I don't really know what the tag, like, okay, so is it bags? Okay, I don't know, bag. Okay, bag, I don't know, gift? I guess it could be a gift. I don't know. All right. It's not really ready to sew. Okay, I'll do like a review for. So I've made this pattern like twice. Okay. Have made the pattern twice. Okay. A few years apart. Okay. And I'll try to all right, so here's a review. Oh, and there's also, so this is cool. You can actually talk about the patterns. So this is where I think the value is with Backstitch, is that if you're working on a pattern and there's other people working on the same pattern, you can all talk about it in one place, which I think is really, really great. Okay, so all right, let's leave a review. Okay, share your thoughts, write a review. I know I've got some pictures too. So I would say this is, okay, so you can rate it 1 star for awful, 2 stars bad, 3 okay, 4 good, and 5 great. I'll give it a great. Okay, oh, here we go. And here's some what's especially good about it. Okay, okay, I wouldn't say it's beginner friendly, and there's no really size. I would say unique style. It's definitely challenging. And I'll say innovative. I don't know. Okay. Really? Okay. All right, so let's title the review, and then I'll also try to find some pictures too. Here we go. All right, I'll try to find my old photos of it. I know I have some somewhere. It might be kind of far back in my computer somewhere, but I'm going to try to find... All right, I'm going to try to find the photos I have of it. I just can't remember. I honestly can't remember where my pictures are of it, because I have made the noodle head poolside tote before. It's been a few years. I made it for my mom for Mother's Day a few years ago, and I don't really remember where the photos are. Okay, so let me see if I can find... All right, I'm gonna see if I can find this picture. So yeah, I'm just trying to do this to try to show you what it is. Okay. I wonder if can I save this as a draft if I'm not done yet? Okay, so I'll say I've made it. Okay. Okay, so I'll say I've made it. Okay. More details. All right. And I am trying to find... Okay, I feel kind of silly now. I'm trying to find my pictures of it. Okay, I think this is the right folder. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to find the photo I have of the tote. It's got to be here somewhere. I think this is around the time frame I made it. I'm not 100% sure, though. But I'm trying to find the picture. So I made a really cool one with some Cloud9 canvas, and I gave it to my mom for Mother's Day. It did turn out really good. All right. And oh, wait, here we go. Okay, so here's my photo. All right, I found the photo here. Cool. All right, so here's my photo. This is me posing with the noodle head poolside tote. Okay. Let's see. I would say this is... All right, well, how should I title this? Okay. Finished tote bag. Let's see. Finished. Okay. Tote bag with professional finished look. But I would say good for I would say intermediate bag sewing experience. Okay. Okay, let's see here. I have made this pattern twice, and both finished makes turned out great looking. This is probably not an appropriate beginner bag pattern, but would be a fun challenge for someone with intermediate level experience. Let's see here. It's very important to use the right interfacing for the exterior fabric. Exterior fabric, and would recommend foam stabilizer. Let's see here. Actually, I don't even think I used foam stabilizer for the second one. I'm trying to remember. I might have. I'm trying to remember what I did. I shall probably make this pattern again to give the tote enough stability. The hardest part, I would say, is, let's see, there's like some like binding or something. There's like a facing. Is the facing on the top edge of the bag. Let's see. The hardest part is the facing on the top edge of the bag. As it requires a good, let's see, as it requires a lot of attention to the, let's see, top stitching as it's visible on the outside, as it's very visible. Fun to sew and a great gift. Okay, so here's my review. So I'm giving it 5 stars, Noodlehead. Okay, here's my photo. All right, let me try to publish this review and see what happens. I think I have more photos somewhere. I just can't find them right now. Okay, so here is my review. All right, let me take a look at the fabrics. We'll try to upload a couple fabrics here. So I just have some random pictures of fabric that I'll try to upload here. And you can also use, you don't even have to use your own photos. If the manufacturer has photos, you can use those too. So you don't have to use, like, you don't have to take your own photos. And I think they demonstrated that on Instagram. Okay, so I'm just gonna drag and drop some fabric in here and we'll just see how that goes. I know this is going kind of long, but I really wanted to go in depth into how this tool works because I do think it's really neat. Okay, so here's just some fabric I have here. And this is, oh man, I don't remember the name. Okay, that didn't go too well. Okay. Oh, new fabric. Okay. Name your fabric. Oh, geez. I'll have to look. Let me see what this is called. I'm not even 100% sure. All right, let's take a look at that. All right. So that's one thing. So you kind of have to know, yeah, you kind of have to have the names of everything ready here. And I'm like, oh, geez. Because I know this is Deco Dance Liberty of London by Riley Blake, but I'm not sure exactly what, let's see, what, okay, so this is, okay, this one's called Lindy Pop-A. Okay, so at least I know the name of it. Okay, Riley Blake, we'll do Lindy Pop-A. Okay, so that's what the name of the fabric is. So the line is called Deco Dance Liberty of London by Riley Blake, and the name of that particular print is Lindy Pop-A. All right, let's upload this. Okay, we're just gonna, so you could just drag and drop. Okay, so here's my photo. And then you can put in how much you have. So, all right, so the width here is like, I'll just say 42 inches. And I'll just pretend I have like 5 yards of it or 4 yards. Okay, so I'm just sort of like, guess. So yeah, you can, oh, you can also put remnant if you got just have like, okay, so you, oh, this is cool. So you can do remnant, small, medium, large, or you can do yardage. I'm just gonna say I have 4 yards. You can also switch from metric to yards or centimeters and inches. Okay, so let's save the fabric here. So I'll do like 2 fabrics just to give you an idea here. Okay, so we'll go back. All right, let me see my, okay, so see now this shows up in my fabric collection here. Oh, and you can also, okay, so you can also like, oh, this is cool. So you can also go back in and edit. Okay, so you can put in a lot of different, okay, wow, this is super, all right, well, I'm not gonna fill all of this out now, but you can really fill in a lot of details. Your composition, okay, we'll do cotton, structure, let's see, is quilting cotton in here? Okay, so they have a lot of different substrates in here. So this is kind of nice for keeping track of your fabric stash. All right, is quilting cotton in here? I don't know. Let's see, quilting. Okay, cotton. I don't know what, yeah, I don't know what the structure would be. Should I just put broadcloth? Okay, I mean, there's a lot of options here. Okay, so yeah, you have your pick here for sure. Oh, wait. Okay, quilt. Okay, so I'll do quilt. Color, it's like multi. Yeah, definitely like a multi. Okay. Print. Okay, so print floral. Yeah, we're really going deep here. Sheerness, definitely opaque. Yeah, probably like probably more on the lighter side. I don't know. I don't know how many ounces this is. I'll have to look. Let's let's see, I'm not even sure. Exact weight, I don't know. Sourced from, yeah, I got this from my distributor. Checker distributor. Okay, yeah. All right, add brand, Riley Blake. Okay, fabric shop. I'm not going to do it. I have no idea when I purchased it. Don't know how much it was. Okay, not okay. So you can do pre-wash, not pre-wash. You can do carrot. So you can really go all out here. Okay. All right, we'll do this. Okay, we'll do this additional location. Oh, like where it is in your room. Okay, thread. Wow, look at all this stuff. Tags. You can do it. So you can add all kinds of stuff. Okay, so, all right, so this is just one fabric. All right, we'll do one more fabric just to see like what happens here. This is just the other. All right, this is just the other fabric in this collection that I have. And I'll just say 4 yards here and 42 inches wide. And this is the Deco Dance Liberty of London by Riley Blake. And this is Deco Rose A. Okay, we'll do Deco. Is this? Yeah, I'm pretty sure blue cream. Okay. All right, so we'll do Deco Rose A. I know this is taking forever. I just wanted to show you what this is like. Okay, so you can save the fabric. So this is actually really cool. I like that, again, if you're really nerdy about tracking everything, like you keep spreadsheets for stuff, this is going to be awesome for you. Okay, composition, cotton. All right, we'll do quilt. Okay, so they got quilt here. Color multi. Definitely like a floral. So this will be nice because you'll be able to, maybe search your fabrics if you're looking for projects. At least you kind of have everything in front of you. So maybe it would help you determine what you're going to use in your projects or whatnot. So I think that's super cool. All right, Riley Blake. Okay, whoops. Close. Okay, don't know how much it is. Okay, I'm just going to skip this stuff. All right, you can add some notes. You can add tags. So I think this is a really neat tool. So let me take a look at the fabrics now. So see, now I've got my fabrics here. And it tells you how much yardage you have. And oh geez, this could be dangerous. Okay, if you really want to get like super nerdy, you could calculate how much fabric you have in total if you input all your fabric in here. And if you put the price in there, you can probably figure out how much you've spent in fabric, and you may not want to know that information. Let's just be real here. So that's kind of awesome. So here's all the patterns you have. Let me see, my stash. Okay, so you can see all patterns. You can just see my stash. I really like the fact that you can upload the PDFs. I think that's cool if you can take a look at all of that stuff. So that's just a little bit of a look at Backstitch. I just think this looks like a really neat platform. It's sort of like a social media platform that we've been needing but not really getting from other places. And I think the community aspect is where, okay, so you can see, wow, you can see I just wrote a review. Okay, so someone named Creeran just shared a project. Okay, so it's kind of neat so you can see what other people are working on. That's what I think is kind of nice. Like, I'm a content creator, so sometimes this life can be kind of isolating. But it is cool to connect with other people. You can see what people... Okay, so you can see other people. Okay, this looks like a cool review. I've made these pants several times. Okay, so really nice. Actually, those pants look kind of nice. This could also give you some inspiration for your sewing, or if you've been looking for like a pants pattern, you're like, hey, this looks really awesome. So I just think this looks like a really helpful resource, and I think this could be really big for us. It combines a lot of the elements of other platforms that we like, but this is kind of all combined. So that's just sort of my first impression and walkthrough of this platform, Backstitch. I just think it has a lot of promise. Okay, so here I got one review, 2 fabrics, and 1 pattern here. And yeah, if you've heard of this, let me know what you think down in the comments, and if this is something you'd be interested in. But I'll leave a link to the website, and if you want to sign up for the beta testing. But so far, I just think this looks super cool, and I am just really excited about it because I think this is kind of what we've been looking for. Do you know what I'm saying here? Anyways, I'm Jen with the Sewing Report, and if you like this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys again next time. And remember, whatever you're doing, make it fun.